and you turn the harp from being like this, you know, you play it, and you turn the harp this way, and you put it inside a casing, and you put a stool here, and you put black and white keys on it, it becomes a piano. And it has 88 keys. 8 and 8 is 16, representing 7. The black and white keys become minor, hard, and soft, up and low, etc. These are the dimensions of sound, the transmission of sound of the Yamal. And therefore, the piano, even though it is still in your eyesight, is a hard case. Piano is a string instrument.
So,
isn't that interesting?
So for the candy corn and stuff, could that be the same reaction to stop them from having they cough or something like that?
I know that when we had training from the hospital, okay, and I got training from in Anderson, what's the name of Mercy Hospital. The doctors and the people that I work with, they gave that to us as tools. And when that didn't work, I had to use cushions, soft things. I couldn't use hard things. They understand soft things because in the realm in which they expel them, they're into the hard realm. Hard words, hard this. But when you give soft things to them, it mellows them out. And you have to keep that syndrome. And the teachers, they have to deal with it. So what they do, if the child begins to take on that syndrome too much, they put them in a specialized class. But I truly don't understand why if, but I know that they have these things that deal with that Tourette syndrome, the Tourette syndrome, and it's something that I've witnessed and seen and have done things with, but I don't know how it happens. And right now I don't think there's a doctor or a scientist that can explain it fully, but they're aware of the conditions and how to treat it on the basis to calm them down, but not to resolve it. Is that the correct way you're putting it down? Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, a great individual, when they deal with that, they say you got the blues, but it's yes.
What do you mean by overlay?
Overlay. Overlay is where you have a 7-layer salad. One top, bottom on there, and they lay on top of each other. Overlay.
Oh.
All right? You cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, the gray represents dark thoughts, depressing thoughts, unclear intentions. So in other words, that's supposed to be 2 words. And that's supposed to be one's reality. Okay? But I have to talk to my typist, okay? Now, as I was explaining about the dirty gray overlay, they become unprotected. So in other words, spirits just jump on you. And you have what they call mojos. Remember in the class we talked about mojos and we identified them? And they'd be on the door frames and etc. They'd be in your bedroom by your pillow where they have a flat area where your bed is with the wall, the corner. And the thing is, mojos are real spirits. And what happened is they become gates where you become an individual that has a harness of these spirits. But the reason is you become depressed is because you become the host. Now remember when you see it in the scriptures, when they said in the scriptures, they begin to think and they say, okay, when one becomes very spiritual and everything else, when they get wisdom, they will get what? What? No. That's true too. No, I'm sorry. That's true too. But remember what they said, they will have a great this great sadness. With much, in the Common King James Bible said, with much wisdom come great sorrow. In other Bibles it said great sadness. The thing is, the reason for the sorrow is because you're like, it's like when you're having a mate and you're like, I just can't believe they would hurt me like that. When you're finding out the truth. And this truth works against you, and you have to have it work for you. So there's this sadness also, because when you're dealing with this, you're saying, am I out here by myself? And then it echoes, yes, you are. Okay. So you get sad about that too. You're like, drag on. Because when when you at your family gatherings, oh yeah, I'm doing this and that, and it's like, well, we was at Lincoln Heights Baptist, and praise the Lord Jesus Christ. And, oh no, but I don't eat the pork, and then, are you part of this family? We're gonna have to check your birth certificate, because you don't eat no pork, you don't do this, you don't be doing the Jesus thing. You sure you part of our family? All right. And you get a sadness because you're in a form of rejection, etc., etc., etc. But you're receiving great wisdom. Now, pastels are hidden in the form that they're like rainbow colors. And everything that they're doing now to our children is of high, vibrant, vivid pastel colors. High definition television. The thing is, a sensitive blend of light and color more so than the basic color shows sensitivity and need for serenity, but it also makes the individual weak. So when that child is looking at this, they got this thing called, these dolls, are 5 of them. Brats, I believe you call it, brat dolls, right? And you have to buy them, and you get on the internet, and because on their foot or something, they got a code in the shoe, and you get on the internet and get a pass, and you get all these pastel colors and things. They're training our children through light and sound, like I was talking about. And these things are making the children weak. One of the things is that high definition television. One of the things I told you to make sure, because as of February the 17th, they keep telling you this. You will get this. Nothing. Because everything's going digital. Police scans, everything's digital. We're getting ready to digitize. And that means if you analog or in the old school system, you are not in communications with anything. That's why the Wiz and Mojo is over here and Warm 98 is over here, because they digitize and they don't intermix and etc. But the thing is, they went digital too. Everybody's going digital because that is the new nanotechnology and the new effect of the new world order. Understand that. So even where you get into where you are, you have to understand now, if they're going there, what does it mean for me? What does it mean for me? That means that all this high definition and digitized things are allowing me to become a host. Now they had on the Channel 9 News, someone called me and told me where they said doctors are firing patients because they're not obeying them, because they're taking alternative drugs, herbs and things, and not listening to their doctor. That's a bunch of crap, but that's the way it goes. Because the New World Order is setting up. The doctors who practice herbal, like Dr. Kent, Doc here, that deal with herbalistic things, they have to be very careful now, because they come to a point now where they consider them to be almost terrorists. Because they don't, the Amma, which represents the mother, they're saying that they don't want herbalists. They want you to take medicine. Now, the earth colors, that's soil, wood, mineral, plant. These colors display a love of the earth being grounded and is seen in those who live and work outdoors, construction, the farming, etc. And these are important. But when these people do that, and what I meant to type in here is that these people, I might have done it in another sector. These people are the individuals who are attached to the earth in itself, and they say they have a green thumb, some say they have brown, this and that, and they are more connected to the essence of the earth itself than they are with, and they enjoy gardening more so than they do anything else. And the thing is, here, I'll give you an example in one of our movies that we had, I think it's called Baby Boy, where the mother was out there smoking a gunji and in a garden. And Baby Boy was doing his thing. That's my long statement to those who have to leave at 6 o'clock. That is 6 o'clock, so those who have to leave, we'll be shutting down at 7. But that's the alarm for that. Yes, you had a question?